everyone, Cynthia Luhu here, and welcome to day 5 of 10 Days of Christmas Ornaments with Cynthia Luhu. Today we are going to make a little blingy Christmas tree. So I have a 9-inch circle, and I cut a piece of pie out of it. This is about the serving that I usually give myself. I'm just kidding. I'll see how far it measures from one side to one side. So from a 9-inch in diameter circle, this measures from tip to tip 7.5 inches. And of course, you know, you find your center point. The center point is about 4.5 of it. Yeah, I guess, because it's 9 inches. Doi. Okay, so you're going to want this piece. And obviously, you can cut this one and you'll get 3 of them. Hopefully. Yeah, 3 of them, so you can make 3 if you want. You can use any color cardstock you want, and don't worry about the strength of this, because we're going to pack this puppy with some of those plastic grocery bags or newspaper, whatever you want. You can pack it in there just to give it a little bit, make it a little more solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, and I'm not going to worry about any like little opening at the top, because I'm going to be covering that with some bling, some mesh bling. Carla001 is not open anymore, so I can't call it Cynthia Luhu Mesh Bling. You guys feel sorry for me? But I do. I have found that Saw Crafter has some. So I will put a link. It's in her clearance section, and she doesn't have all the colors, but she does have some. So you can make this in any color you want. So I'm going to try to hold that exactly right there and glue it. I don't even know if I got any glue in there, but let's hope so. Okay, so as long as it's just tacked down, then I can pull a bead up through there. And then, of course, you don't have to use hot glue. That's just my glue of choice. And let's glue it all the way up so we can pack it full. This one is a fun one, I think. Get the kids in. Bring on the kids and get them in there to have some fun and make some Christmas trees with mommies and daddies or uncles or brothers, sisters, whatever, whoever's making them. Okay, after you have your tree base, you're going to need some mesh bling. Beautiful. I love this. Okay, so cut. For this one, this is the 24 row. So it measures 4 3/4. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 rows at a time, like this. And then you can burn the edges off if you don't like that look, and then just fold them in half. And there's your first one. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them like this, and we're going to glue them around the base. And for the first row, I'm going to have it like this so it's hanging off a little. But that's okay, because it's going to be hanging on your tree. It's not going to be standing up somewhere. If you want to use this as like a stand-up decoration, you could even make, you could cut it in half again. Let's see. Oh yeah. It's pushing it, but you can make it if you don't have long nails. And you can glue it on. Okay, but so I'm going to, what was I going to do? Do you remember? Oh, I'm going to get some plastic bags to stuff in there. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed some plastic bags, and I'm just going to kind of wad them up a little bit. So I want to shove this. Is there a receipt in there? No. Because I want this to make it nice and sturdy. And one is going to do it. I thought I would need a couple, but one's going to do it. And then what you can do is, let's see what the diameter of this is. It's about 2.5, almost 2.5. So you'll want to cut a 3-inch circle. I'll just do it because I have to do it anyway. So Actually, I could cut a smaller circle. And you know those little drumsticks and the lid to it, like is popped down inside? That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to cut a 2 3/4 inch circle. I'm going to have to pull out my circle cutter. This is the Martha Stewart circle cutter, and I've only used it once. And look at the price on that, guys. Ross, dress for less. Okay, so let me get my cutting mat. Please, please don't mind this mess. I'm so bad about cleaning my mat. I'm good about cleaning my hot glue gun helper mat and my Tim Holtz mat, but this one, I just hurry up, put it right back. So we need a circle that measures, do you guys remember? Gosh. I'm going to pull this out and measure it again. Ay caramba. Oh, I did a Bart Simpson, my imitation of Bart Simpson, and posted the video on Facebook today. I'm sure a few people got a laugh. Okay, so 2 3/4. I can also do, if you've seen the movie The Grinch with Jim Carrey, the little Grinch when he's a baby and when he's a kid, I can do that too, that voice. Okay, so you pop that in, slide that off, and find 2 3/4, which is where? There's 2 5/8. 2 3/4 right here. So I guess that's going to slide in that slot there. There we go. And then you twist it. Oh! Guess you got to stabilize your paper. Okay, so hold that down very hard. Alright, look at that. Handy dandy. Okay. So let me put this back. No, like this. And there. And there. So a pretty good little buy there for $3.99. I don't know how much they are because I've never bought one. I think I bought one on, I bought a used one from someone before. It was an EK Success one, or it might have been a Martha Stewart, I don't know. But it fell out. It fell apart and all these little BBs went everywhere, so it did not work. No, oh well. We learn. Okay, so I'm going to shove this back up in there. Oh, let's get rid of this ugly mat, which I will clean someday. And you know what works really good on those, if you don't have ink like the grid lines, is magic erasers. If you have the grid lines, the magic eraser may remove that. I used to clean houses for a living, and the magic eraser really made me look good because it cleans everything. Okay. So I've shoved that in there pretty good. So now I'm going to shove this in there. And maybe I should fold around the edge real quick. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Actually, I think it'll work if I just clip around every ½ inch. Because I'm going to need to cut these anyway, or glue them. So it'll stay. My little monkey's crying. She's just being whiny. She's fine. She's with Aunt Aubrey right now. Okay. Okay, shove it down, stay. Doesn't have to be pretty because this isn't gonna show. We're just using this to hold that bag in. So I'm going to flip these out and put some hot glue on them. And shove them back down. And I'm going to put my little fingertippy dooley woolies on. I don't know what these are called. Fingertips or something. Let's just use this one. And push that. Oh, good. And I'm going to go do the opposite side. And one thing I haven't said on my videos yet is Merry Christmas. I know it's early, but this is that time of year, and we're prepping for it. And that's why I do my series so early, so that you guys can make them by the time it's Christmas decorating time. Doesn't that look like one of them drumstick ice cream cones? That is so funny. Okay, I'm going to do this side. For one of my ornaments, I was going to do my coffee filter rose. And I'll tell you, I searched everywhere to find the coffee filters I had. And because I didn't use them very often, I lost them. I don't know where they are. But I put a ton of those on my tree last year, and they just, it was so shabby chic and beautiful. Okay, I think that's good enough. So it's all closed up. I can take my finger off, my fingertip. Okay, so now it's real good and sturdy, and I still have a little bit of opening because that's where we're going to put our hook. We're going to put our little, it's not going to be a star, but our decoration. So what you want to do is you want to fold and make these straight. Make that a straight line, and let's zoom in. So you want to take your, so this is 12 by 2 rows, and you want to fold it like this. So you have a little loopy there, and then you put your little glue. You can use whatever glue you want. I prefer hot glue. And I'm going to line this row with the cone. Excuse me, and then look, it didn't line up. That's okay. And then that sets your mark for all the way up the tree. So let's do the next one. Okay. Put it right next to that one. Go. And you don't have to worry too much about your hot glue because it's going to get covered. The next row is going to go like this. Just like this. So it's going to overlap. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I'll end up going out of frame. I just know I will. Okay, so I'm just going to continue this all around the base. I'll do one more and then do the rest off camera just because it's kind of boring. And if you get one that's off a little bit, you can always put your heat gun on it and move it around. So I'm going to do this all the way around and I'll come back. Okay, I finished all the way around the perimeter of the bottom, and then I went through and see how, well, I didn't do it on these two, but I will. I just did a line of glue across that row and pushed it down so that it would be more whatever, stable. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now I did that one. So now when you do the next row up, and it took 9 pieces to go around that, which is kind of, because I think this measures 1 inch. Let me see. No, it's more, it's 3/4 of an inch. So it turned out perfect. And then now I'm going to go in between everyone, and I'm going to glue the second row right there. So I'm going to do that now, and what I did to make it easier to hold it is I just flattened out this like arrow on the bottom, like that, so it'd be easier to glue down. So I'll put my little line of glue there, go in between them, and go the second row, glue it like that, and then do that all the way around. So I'll be right back after I do that row. Okay, so I'm done with the second row, and a couple of them I had to squish, and then one of them, like this one right here, there's a little bit of space in between, but it's not going to show once you get your next row on. So if you see, that's going to cover that space. And so I did 8. There was 8 pieces on that one. So now I'm just going to continue all the way up, and I will come back when I've done my last row. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I have finished my cute tree. I just think it's the cutest thing ever. And I always feel like on day 5 I gotta wow ya because of the song, 5 golden rings. So, and this is day 5, so I always think day 5 has to be like spectacular. And I think this tree is just, oh my gosh, it's so cute. And so when I was doing it, like right here, I could totally fill this in. I'm going to show you. You'll have some spacing, and you'll have to crowd. Like up here at the top, I really had to smush in. But let me just show you right there where there's a space. And you can go back through and fill in all these spaces if you want, but we are going to, well, I'm going to decorate it with some pearls and stuff. So, okay, so there's the little space. So you can always decorate it and fill in some of the spaces. So I think I'm going to put it right here. Sorry if I'm off camera, but I pulled this one up and I put it down right under that, so it fills up that space a little bit more. But for the most part, it turned out pretty symmetrical, and I don't think people are really going to stare. I mean, they're probably going to see it and go, oh, that's cute. Where'd you get it? Okay, so I have a variety of different pearls right here. And where did I get this? I probably got this at Michael's or something. And I'm thinking I'm just going to use these as the bulbs and place them here and there. So, let's see, I think I'll use tweezers. Like this. And then just place the little balls. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'll probably fast play this so you guys can see it, but you won't have to sit there and watch the whole thing. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get my pearls ready, tweezers, got my hot glue, and here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to make a little cross to go in the top. So I've got 2 pieces of wire, and I'm going to glue, this is going to be the top. So I'm going to glue, I don't want it to be too big because that tree is so small. I think I'm going to do 2 of those, then that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So let me make sure my camera shows what I'm doing. So I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail at the bottom. Well, that's quite a long tail. Let's see. It's obviously going to fit because... Oh, no, I have the plastic bags in, so let's cut a little bit off. And then just glue it. And I want to find the best side for the cross to face, which is probably right there. I want to make sure that I stand this straight up while it cools. And now we are done with day 5. There is our blingy Christmas tree made with the mesh. So I will put a link in the description for Sock Crafters clearance section where you can get some of the mesh. I don't know exactly what color she has, but you can make this out of any color. So thank you so much for watching. Please check in the description for a link to my blog post and share this with your friends. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your comments and requests. And stay tuned for the picture show. Thanks for watching. Bye!